I have tested the game to try to make sure it will run because my system is maybe half a notch above the minimum system requirements, at least graphically, because I believe this thing wants a GTX 1070 and I have a GTX 1070 FTW. I have not been able to test a lot of the game, of course, so I do not know how well performance is going to hold up. If you want to see this game at its best, this is not the stream where that is going to happen. However, if you want to see what I think, then I am here as a Silent Hill 2 fan who is currently halfway through a replay of the original for the PS2. And I will be happy to share. Not only will I be happy to share, I will unavoidably be sharing my opinion of how this stacks up against the original. But the original is one of the most emotional games I've ever played, and it's not just because it's scary. It's also because of the subject matter and how the subject matter is handled. So what I really want more than anything is for this game to keep that spirit, even if it does its own style. That being said, I need to do a little bit of tweaking here. Here we go. I am not playing at my monitor's native resolution, so hopefully that does not mess with the stream. I've done my best to make sure that it doesn't, but we'll see in the VOD. I will also not be talking over cutscenes to the best of my ability. And this game does open with a cutscene. Oh gosh. There we go. With that, Bloober Team's Silent Hill 2 Remake 2024. Let's go. Oh, graphic mode, the 90s mode is just like desaturated to like kind of make it look like the original. I don't think that's necessary. Those footprints are a 3D version of the footprints on the loading screen in the original game. So that's fun.
Could you really be in this town?
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Could Mary really be here? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
Nice. In keeping with tradition, at least from what I've heard, when people first booted up this game on the PS2, it actually starts you in the bathroom. And they're like, we're a bit surprised at how good the graphics were. Because I think this is one of the early PS2 launch titles. A few other things. They brought back the original composer, Akira Yamaoka. The song that this opened with is very similar to the song from the original, but they made some tweaks. Also, those two sequences, the stuff in the bathroom and the stuff outside of the bathroom, was originally split up. You'd have to exit the bathroom yourself, and then you would get the rest of it, what happened outside. Also of note, also hello, Arsonist, I see you there. And fortunately for all of us, our boy James Sunderland is going to check up on that hill. He's going to get a nice piece of wood, and he's going to make it happen. So, in the original game, James's voice actor, Guy Seehee, who I believe still has an active Facebook page, sounded very stilted and awkward. And you could write that off as just like, what was it, late 90s, early 2000s video game. But to quote the Two Best Friends Play Silent Hill 2 Let's Play, which is, in my opinion, the best Let's Play of the original Silent Hill 2 for the PS2, James Sunderland is stilted and awkward. Hell yeah. Also, my entire situation over here just went black, which is cool. There we go. That is, yeah, if you try to go back down this road, it'll, like, stop you and be like, there's no reason for me to turn back. I do want to see if there's anything in the bathroom. They also, so far, have kept basically the same script. They did make a few minor changes from what I can recall, but, you know, nothing that's the end of the world. I need to change my brightness. I thought this would be okay, and it's not. Why is that gamma? I'm sure it's gonna be even worse on the VOD, but that's okay. This is so fucking dark. Bathroom's just dark. We're just gonna... Alright, here's the other thing I can do about that. Hey Google, lights off. That should help. Now you just, like, can't see me, but eat shit, I guess. No, I can't do that. Okay. It is actually saving it, right? Okay. Hey Google, bedroom light on. That's a little bit, that's acceptable. Kind of looks like shit, but that's okay. Alright. I am also going to do, ooh, actual reflections. I'm going to do my best to not spoil the story. But I do think not spoiling will be a lower priority than sharing facts about how this compares to the original and things like that. Ooh. See that drawing? Interesting. I don't know what that is. I'm also hardly, like, most knowledgeable about things in general, including this, but I am Decay. What does that say? I am Decay. Decayo? Arment that. Whatever. There's graffiti. That's the point. What's this? Brother, that's like a whole ass letter. Who did that? I can't read that. The hands fashioned and thou now. The hands fashioned and made thou now ran? I kind of like the push the door open thing. That's neat. Digital Foundry has also, of course, done videos on both the PS5 version and the PC version. Oh, in the original game, the lake, like this whole view of the lake, was just a big old JPEG. Because they had, like, you know, hardware restrictions. So. Oh, that water texture looking rough. That's okay. My whole, like, Streamlabs keeps losing its shit. Every time somebody messages, Streamlabs loses its shit. That's excellent. I'm glad that's happening. The hill been silent after Maisie drops. I heard there was an Easter egg here. I'm going to attempt to witness it. Oh, he does the head turn thing. That's pretty neat. Man. Even though I now have full control of the camera, this is not any easier. I heard that you could, like, see something, and I thought it was in the backseat of the car. Whatever. We'll just do this. What is... I can't read that shit at all. I made the prompts really small because I was like, this will be good for immersion, and now I just can't fucking read them. Can't be tiny. Oh, that one can be tiny. I don't give a shit about that one. But... Excuse me? Am I crazy? Where's the... I, like, fucked with all the settings before the stream just to try to, like, make sure things would not be bad, and now I can't remember... Interaction icon, I don't give a shit, but there's, like, icons for... Maybe it's these. Adaptive triggers. I don't think I get to enjoy that. Transcription, that's fine. Loading screen hints, fuck it, we'll turn those on. That's the one I wanted. Alright. Yeah, I can read that. That's way better. Open the door, silly. Is this just, like, permanently closed now because I ran my stupid ass into it? Heartbroken. he looks where I point him. That kills, like, the major thing where they didn't have to have any kind of HUD because you could just count on him looking at things that mattered. I believe they kept the original distances there. That's interesting. Give me dialogue. Give me flavor text. I like those sound effects. There's a lot of emphasis on like reflections and lighting effects and that kind of thing, none of which my GPU can handle, so I did my best to turn off water reflections because I don't care about those under the best of circumstances, and I sure don't need it now. Alright. Depending on accuracy to original, prepare for quite a long trek to the outskirts of town. Nothing good. I hope I didn't do anything that fucks up the fog. That would make me really sad. The music is getting ominous. Also, since you're here, how well does the game audio come through? I did a little test recording, but didn't pay enough attention to that. I'm kidding. It probably won't. Yeah, it's not gonna let me walk off the edge. I want the fog in my face. I want it to hurt my feelings. OG Silent Hill 2 is one of the scariest games I've ever played. And it's not... like, it's not that there are no jump scares in it, it's that the jump scares are few and far between and are not the primary means by which it creates fear. So I hope that stays intact, because I have a distinct memory the first time I played the game of... oh, controller's vibrating. Like, that one, the orange one, jumping onto my lap, and I, like, just about pissed myself. I appreciate that noise. I mean, I guess I can't count on anything being exactly the same, which is good. But for what it's worth, there are no combat encounters on the path to the outskirts of town. Not the least because I don't even have a weapon yet. Oh, this is no good. I don't know why this is happening, but Streamlabs is losing its shit. Silent Hill 2 is all about spooky ambience. Aw, there's the well. You see that slight red lighting effect coming out of the well? Because, that's one of the many lighting effects that you will not get to enjoy in full force on my stream until I upgrade my GPU. I dig that, though. It's not at the bottom of the well, it's floating on the water. He doesn't have, like, the things to say about it, though.
It's like someone's groping around my skull.
There we go. I would love to see just like a faithful... This is live, right? Okay. I would love to see like a faithful recreation of the game, where it's just purely like keep all the fixed camera angles and just put that shit into the modern era, give it an HD makeover, but...
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just...
Hey, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah, I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But... I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. And it's not just the fog, either.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. It's kind of hard to explain, but
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone. Someone very important to me.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No, I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
Good question, Ripple. I don't know, like maybe just start a thread in the video games channel? I hadn't really thought about that. So that's Angela. I've heard there are some unsavory opinions going around of her character redesign. Suffice it to say, I disagree with them. Also, as far as why she's here, if there's something wrong, you will find out. We have more dialogue for her, though.
Did you want anything else?
No, it's just... this fog. Does it seem unsettling to you?
I guess. It's just through the gate and down the path. You'll get there in no time. Good luck finding the one you're looking for.
Yeah, I should probably get going.
Maximum bothersomeness. Yeah, that's about right. I mean, she is, what, like 16? And some weird dude is like, sup, I need to get to town. Aww. There was this really interesting thing in the original where... Wow, that is a shocking distance that I'm permitted to go into the water. In the original, the water had like this weird... It wasn't... Okay, so like it had this ripple, like a concentric circles rippling outwards, basically centered on wherever you were. And so, like, when you're going over the water in the boat, it would be centered on you in the boat, and if you were, like, here, it would be centered by, like, wherever you're standing near the water. But you couldn't tell that that's what it was doing, because the fog was so thick. And one of the funny things in the HD remake is they screwed up the fog pretty badly, so suddenly you could see the zebra water, and people thought they screwed up the water too, because nobody knew at the time that that's actually just what the water looked like under the fog. And you can look up videos of it on YouTube. It's pretty interesting. I think it's pretty interesting. Also, that made some spooky noises in the water. It's just a low hum for water existence. Also, dude. Get out of the water, you weirdo. He made his pants wet. Somebody said that, like, doing the over-the-shoulder camera means that this is basically just redoing Silent Hill as Resident Evil. But that the original game was itself a Resident Evil clone. What's the thing? History doesn't repeat, it rhymes. I thought I'd miss the fixed camera more, but the game, like, looks different enough anyway. Like, I do think there's something lost by not having the fixed camera. There's at least one video in existence already about how that changes the framing of each scene, but... One of the other major sources of fear in the game was just that, like, not only was the combat difficult, and not just like, ooh, the monsters hurt you a lot, but just wielding a weapon was really difficult. The controls are very sticky and unwieldy. And you would kind of be fighting the camera a lot of the time as well, so the clunkiness of it actually contributed to the fear. To my fear, anyway. Get in there, bud. I got a nice hole just for you. You deserve it. I heard, well, I've seen that the combat got retooled, so we'll see how that feels. I'm kind of sad I can't rely on him. I mean, maybe he still does, but I'm not convinced that he still looks at things that are important. Quap-ass horror game. I kind of dig this pushing thing. More seamless transitions. Of course, it does kind of kill the, Silent Hill is a map game. Like, you follow the map, you go until everything on the map is marked. It says, now I just, like, run into doors instead of hitting a button for them. I don't know. This is perfect weather. I should look this up to see if it's actually true, but what I remember anyway is that the fog in the original game... Okay, alright, don't quote me on this, but I'm gonna say words. What I'm remembering is that in order to get the quality of models that they wanted, one of the big things the fog was doing, besides covering up for the very limited draw distance, was also, like, further shortening the draw distance so that they could have higher fidelity models and textures. So, the reduction of fog is fine in that regard, given that there is no longer... It's no longer necessary to accommodate that. But I do wonder if there's something lost by being able to see more. I am enjoying the noises. They've done a very good job with those so far. I'm also excited. I saw that there's a little animation now for James, like, marking something off on the map, which I thought was fun. Let me in! Also, I mean, this is Akira Yamaoka. Like, all the ambient sound design, the music, for lack of a better word, that's his jam, that's his thing. He's very good at it. The Silent Hill 2 soundtrack, or Silent Hill 2 PS2 soundtrack, is a mix of, like factory from hell sounds and some of the most beautiful piano ballads you've ever heard in your life. I'm excited to see what 2024's version of Promise Reprise sounds like. Do you think 555 on license plates is the same as 555 in phone numbers, where it means that it's definitely fake? One of the other things in the original game is when you're walking through this section, while you're walking, you'll hear an extra set of footsteps. But when you stop, it stops within a second. I was messing with it a ton, and I was able to confirm to my satisfaction that they would definitely wait until I'd been walking for a little bit to start the extra footsteps, and that they would definitely stop them early, if you stopped early. Brother... Oh, his shoes are okay. I was about to get on him for his choice of shoes, but it looks like he's actually wearing boots. But again, Ripple, don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure that that's true. I need to look into it. One of the other things in the original is the noise filter. Like, there's just this heavy grain effect, and I turned it off for a few seconds to show a friend what it looked like without it. And man, the game just, like, PS2 Silent Hill 2 just looks bad without the noise filter. Like, it just looks like a cheap video game. Damn! Oh, that would have been funny. Does that mean that's a real license plate? Rewind the VOD and tell me which of the devs owns that car. This thing makes spooky noises. I enjoy that. I thought I heard like a breathing noise, but I think it's just wind noise through metal. I heard there's also some, like, explorable areas here that were originally blocked off. Oh, Pete's Bowl-O-Rama! That's a real location in the game. See, like, this is not... This is not to my recollection in the original. Spare keys in the drawer. Does that mean the door's locked? What the fuck is triangle? Are you kidding me? I'm on an Xbox. Microsoft Windows, baby. DualShock not allowed on this computer.
Hello? Anyone in here?
Brother, you know there's no one there. You just read the same thing that I did. Listen, I'm gonna go touch that door. I'm sure that it's locked, but I'm gonna touch it. Yeah, you smash that door. I guess it's locked. This might be the thing that actually gets me to upgrade my GPU. The problem is that I also need to upgrade my power supply. And I'm gonna level with ya. I don't want to have to replug everything in, but... Current power supply is like... What the fuck? What? Ugh! Give me Xbox prompts. Hang on. Jesus, what? Our protagonist's name is James Sunderland. What do I want? I want it to tell me... Jesus, I had to customize that? Okay. Yeah, I guess it didn't come up in the game, did it? James Sunderland. What is that? Light glitch. Just pick the lock, James. Does he look like a handy-capable protag to you? Does he look like he can get shit done? Hang on. They said... Jesus, I just read the note and I don't remember. How do I access my notes? Mary's letter! Where's X? Oh! Look at that. That's a wife. That's the other cool thing. This is one of them games where you start with things in your inventory. Not a lot on that letter, huh? Man, I still kind of don't like the reticles to indicate interaction. Oh. Hang on. Ooh. Okay. We can turn the reticles off. He looks at things. He looks like a male model twink. What is he doing? He is, he's not a twink. James is a lot of things. But he's not a twink. How the fuck do I turn it off? No. It's under graphics? Colorblind mode. Eat shit, Ripple. No colorblind for you. So that's shooting reticle. I definitely want that. Yeah, okay. Let's turn it off and see how bad that feels. Because he does, in fact, turn his stupid head to look at important things. Rotate? That's a key. I like the little tire keychain. That's fun. There's something else here. No, I guess not. Hang on, what are you looking at? You look at the door. I don't give a shit. Oh, this is the thing I was looking at earlier. The little shine on the lamp looks like a reticle, an interaction reticle. What are you looking at, bud? You're just looking straight down. Okay. Cute. This man grunts a lot. Himbo Sunderland. Do you know what game has a colorblind? Factorio. You know what else has a colorblind mode? Psychonauts. Can't tell if there's lightning right now or if I'm losing it. It's doing that little symbol like it's got checkpoints. Like it's got autosave. I demand unkind saving mechanisms. I demand 100% faithful recreations. I believe the walk is in fact much shorter. Because this is where we get our first weapon. Alright. Let's fight a sex doll. What is happening right now? What did I just do? Is this not... Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 1 are almost completely disconnected. You can absolutely play them out of order. Like, I've never played Silent Hill 1, and I got immense enjoyment out of Silent Hill 2 for the PS2. I swear that's... I don't know what that interaction was. I think I need to turn the reticle back on just to see what the fuck. Because that was clearly some kind of strange interaction that I didn't understand. Like, why did it pop the camera? I'm so confused. That looks like where you got your first weapon in the original game, so it's interesting to me that I did not get a weapon. Or have an interaction of any kind. Sign fell down. Crime. Buddy, you're not old enough to grunt this much. In this game, you talk your way out of trouble. No weapons needed. Just like your job. I disagree. You could really use a solid plank of wood at your job. It doesn't need to have great range. It just needs to be easy to use. This sound. Oh, this sound is fucking identical to the original. I love it. The, like, distorted guitar noise. Ah! Loading zone, I guess. I'm excited to eat shit at over-the-shoulder shooting. I don't know how good the, because it's like a lock-on system. Yeah, James Sunderland teleporter. It's like a lock-on system in the OG, and it seems like it's not. It's going to be very Resident Evil here. He's like the, creepy in the sense that I don't want older men, like, grunting at me all the time. Like, his ASMR is just, Give me the goods. I want in here. I think we might have lost Arsonist. That billboard shows up in the original game as well. I don't remember if it looks exactly like that, but I do remember seeing a Roadrunner billboard. One of the things I did the first time I played the game, which was like last year, is that I like just looked at everything, like, pretty closely. I don't remember most of it, of course, but... Oh, why doesn't... Fuck! Oh, no! I can't do that. I'm gonna accidentally use health stuff if I leave that. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Map has to be Y, or else I'm gonna eat a lot of shit. Why? Why? Oh my god. Fuck me. Okay. What'd you just do? Unbind. And then... What the fuck is Y currently? It is... healing. Which is no good. BX, dodge, reload. I can live with that. Struggling. Press A to struggle. Okay. This... What? Yeah, what the fuck? It's only unbinding... Okay. This is about to make me mad. Okay. Map is Y. Like, I know people give me shit for rebinding my things, as you all should, but this is important, because this is muscle memory. Everything else. What? No. Fucking save. Are you maniacs? What are you saying is unbound? What? How? What? Why the fuck is that unbound now? Son of a bitch. Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. What is that normally bound to? What is actually happening? Read investigation is also Y. That's fine. Leave that as Y. Oh my god. You are up. You are Y. You can also... Motherfucker. Alright. Hello, Haxard. This is ridiculous. Just, like, do the thing you did. Where they were the same button. Fucking, I guess that's right trigger now, because I can't... What the fuck? That's, like, also right trigger. Just, like, make it Y. Fuck it, whatever. You're both up arrow. That's fine. I can live with that. Alright, Y for map. Where am I right now? There I am. Okay. I do like the diegetic map. That's cool. Like, I mean, like, it was diegetic in the first game, but I like that it's very explicitly so. How is that not... How is that not where it came from? Oh, hang on. Where the fuck did I just come from? Where did I just walk out of? Because that's... I don't recognize that. So I must have come from there. I'm confused as to why, like... Oh, come on, give me a cursor. There's like a top left bit on Nathan Avenue that I would expect to be blocked off. And it's interesting to me that it's not. But I just decided that I don't care enough to go back and find out what's up with that, because it can't have that much extra going on with it. Oh. Next map. Unavoidable pickup. A lot of the maps are actually optional. Just like with the first map, where you don't have to pick it up, so it's interesting that that one picked up automatically. Boy howdy. Nah. I'm gonna go shortest path first. I don't know where I get my weapon. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm the asshole here. Maybe I always think that that section is a lot sooner than it is. Toluca times. The Silent Hill movie. Violence isn't the answer. This is a game about love. I think people will take much more umbrage if I fuck the enemies to death. The Silent Hill movie, while I think objectively like not that good of a movie, like it's fine, is very, very fun if you've played Silent Hill 2. Because it gets almost all of its enemies from Silent Hill 2. GPU's keeping up because I've turned all of the graphical settings way the hell down. This is a beautiful game, but you wouldn't know it by watching my stream. But, so like the lying figures, I don't think they had the mannequins, but they of course brought in Pyramid Head, which everybody does, which is kind of lame because Pyramid Head is not only for James, but is very specific to James symbolically. But the Silent Hill movie also has one original monster, which is I think he's called the janitor. I can't remember for sure, but it's the guy who comes out of the bathroom stall. That was like an all-new design just for the movie. Also, the actors, or I think they hired contortionists actually to play the monsters in the movie, and they slipped them into these full-body condoms, which is a correct thing to do because all of the monsters in the game kind of look like they're wrapped in condoms. On purpose. But like nasty brown condoms. Man. Light effects are hard. This is also a new area. Why did I make this up? Miss Cassandra, a customer came in today, ordered a mixed bouquet, red and white. I tried to explain it's bad luck, but he couldn't decide on just one. He seemed a bit off, looked at me like I wasn't even in there. Then he just left, said he'd be back to pick him up later. I just wanted to let you know, since I might be gone by then. Yeah, the gal's in the first Riddick movie. And Sean Bean is in it. Why are red and white flowers bad luck? Like, whatever. Somebody in chat look it up. Scene bean. Once he's done getting bullied by his dad, he can come be married to a lady who goes to Silent Hill. Why am I in here? Just for funsies? Because this flower shop is... What are you looking at, bud? Ah.
What is this?
That's a poop streak. You should know. Your pants will also look like that soon enough. Alright, let's go find out. Let's go find out how right I am. Are you looking at something or am I crazy? No. I was trying to figure out what that red shit was. It's the belt buckle. It's like, is that shotgun shells? Oh, look, it's a USPS truck. Recognizably so. Does this mean that all the doors are going to open in both directions? That can't be right. That has to be specific to this area. Do it again. Pop! Pop! Whatever. I didn't find out what the poop streak's about. It just kind of ended. It's not like a golden turd here for me to pick up or anything. Is that what he was looking at? That was what he was looking at. Yeah. I do so enjoy environmental storytelling, so I'm a little confused as to why this doesn't appear to go anywhere. The trash is materializing from nowhere. This game does reward exploration, and any scrap of ammo or healing items you can get is totally worth it. Hence why I'm poking around. I also don't know, in the original, if you walk just like middle of the road, he'll head turn for anything up to like basically the edge of like the far edge of the sidewalk. I don't know what the range is in this game, so I'm just gonna be patrolling. It's also kind of funny. I'd have to like go down each side of the street separately just because the fog and camera angles were such that I couldn't tell what was going on the other side. Because like in the original game, the camera angle's kind of like here and like farther away. So you can't really see in front of you, and you certainly can't see to the side of James when he's walking forwards. What was that? Open it, you silly goose. Lift it. It's not that hard. Where I'm currently facing is a good direction. Hang on. Oh! I have a quick turn. I look forward to never remembering to use that. Okay, that's the door I just ran into. The phone. What, like my phone? My phone that went off for a second?
Huh.
Could you actually hear it? I'm gonna put it over here. No, that won't work. I need to see it so I know what's going off. How long could you hear it for? I thought I was catching it. I'm just gonna turn off the next alarm. There. The sound effect is from Yume Nikki, for what it's worth. This is a small thing that I've kind of been looking forward to. Again, because of the camera angles in the original, like, the highest you see is maybe, like, there on these walls. So it is kind of neat to see how tall they are. And there is something just inherently unsettling about entire roads being blocked off like it's a quarantine zone. I'm a big fan of Silent Hill 2. I'm a big stinking fan. Like the sound effects too. I want to say Sanders is going to be... No, probably not, because you can get to Neely's Bar. So I should probably go down Lindsay Street. Neely's Bar has one of my favorite visuals in the game. Peace, Ripple. Catch you later. Ooh. Interesting. We have to go the long way around.
Huh.
I like the little particles too. Floating trash, that kind of thing. Gonzalez. Now that you can just kind of smash your face into doors, it's interesting to see the other ways that they block them off. Also, that's obviously a pull. Like, what are you doing? Just like bumps into it. Well, can't push that one open. Ooh. I like that it marks it off though. That's good. Drug hotline. Also... Oh, that's just like a box. I thought it was... Does that mean they're moving? That's concerning. Kind of like the distinct porches, too. It's a neat touch. Okay, most front doors don't push, dude. I might have already missed it there's apparently an Easter egg. Yeah, I've definitely already missed it. There's an Easter egg around... That might be worth going back for, actually. There's an Easter egg around, it's a reference to the HD collection, which had just like a straight-up Comic Sans Welcome to Silent Hill sign. Which is very silly. And I believe what they said was that the sign was... What are you looking at? The sign is just like in the ditch. Ah.
More of that stuff.
In that case, it's blood. Because this is the blood splatter. Am I headed the right way? Yeah. I want to see that sign. I actually don't know where it would have been, though. They said it was like in a ditch, but... I don't know which ditch. Ah, hang on. If it's here, then I'll check. No, that's the rancher sign. Shit! Oh, I don't know where it is. I want to see that Comic Sans sign. I mean, at this rate, I'm just gonna go back and find out why that one road wasn't marked as blocked off, so whatever. Looks like there's no stamina, actually. And he still breathes heavily, but... If you run for long enough in the PS2 version, it eventually slows you down until you stop and give him a chance to catch his breath. Alright, let's find out why that shit didn't do the shit. Oh! It was just like straight up... Yeah. It's just straight up a gate. Okay. Get ready for some loading again. If I'm not mistaken, this is Unreal Engine 5. I saw that tree pop in. You can't hide from me. Man, I should have looked up where it was ahead of time. Well, just know that there's an Easter egg somewhere. That is all the information I'm prepared to give. Depending on how I feel about the remake by the end, this may be a thing that I replay regularly, just like the original. So... sign doesn't mean anything, man. Like, my best guess is stop here on red, but... CD? What is this? I can't read that. Even with all the graphics turned down, this game looks pretty freaking good. I'm happy about that. But I would like to play it maxed out. Get all those reflections in there. Have a little party. Auto truck repair. What other buttons do I have? Oh god!
Hey, wait.
This entire set of sounds. So that, like, that sound typically plays outdoors. But the little fluttering noise it was doing with the sound on it, you typically hear that for the first time in a specific spot in the apartment buildings. It's interesting to hear it out of location. It's also interesting how much space they put between seeing the blood splatter and seeing the monster. I've watched a couple of videos about the game, about the remake at this point, and at least one of them definitely complained about the pacing. I'm going to try to, form my own opinions about it, but did I actually go down that way? Is the blocked off road the one where the... The lying figure must have been walking that way. It wouldn't walk into a dead end. I like the rumbling noises around the quarantine walls. Cool. So I know I'll get in here later. On the other side of the wall. Yeah. Ripple's missing out on some top-notch ambiance. Yes, okay. I don't know. I don't know if I'll wait to play all of this on stream. I don't know yet. Like, certainly if I don't make any more progress on it on my own time, I could continue playing it next variety stream, but especially since I do want to finish replaying the original. It's just that apparently it's much longer than the original, so I think doing it all on stream would take quite a few sessions. It's an interesting mashup of sounds. This is about. I don't know if it's saying like if it's like specifically referencing if I remember I'll need to look up what those things are about. Those weird camera moments. 'Cause like I want to say maybe at the end of that road is where I would expect to get the weapon, but it looks like they've shuffled things around a bit. So maybe that's what that's about? Why was it shut down? Due to an accident, trespassing might lead to injury or death. I mean, that'd be a cute little nod if that's what I think it is. Yeah, okay. That's the wall. Whew. Alright, I bet that little alley is where I'm gonna find. Are you looking at something? Yeah. This thing. Remains of the swamp. The something earth of land surrounding this monument was originally a swamp, but was later filled in. It was once nicknamed Blood Swamp because the water was used to wash the something ools. After something would be poured, perhaps it's for the best that the inhabitants claim to have something in the area. The miners? No. The something of land surrounding this monument was originally a swamp, but was later filled in. It was since nicknamed Blood Swamp because the water to wash the something after... Ooh! The water used to wash the tools after execution would be poured into it. Perhaps it is for that reason that many inhabitants claim to have seen, I bet to have seen something in the area. Oh, hi, kitty. Sweet boy. Sweet boy alert. We've got a sweet boy patrolling. Oh, Sweet boy fully assimilated. Hello, sweet boy. This is not a lab cat. Except for me. Oh! Look at this sweet baby angel. Come here, sweet baby angel. He's not... This is a rare occurrence indeed. He's here to enjoy some Silent Hill. Sweet baby angel. He's licking me. I could die. I could... No! Stop being a pest! Let me enjoy some dusk time. Alright! Let's go fight a sex doll. Ah, we lost him. This is the sound that normally plays when you're walking down the long path. You're not looking at anything, are you? Okay. Fabric? Oh. I can hear it. Squeegee noises. Do I have to come down here? There's some shit going down over there. I'm gonna go see. I bet the road is blocked off, but I want to find out. Because that's, that seems like one way to... Seems like certain things are gonna happen that way. I'd like to discover certain other things first. Me too, bud.
What happened to this town?
Yes, it is blocked off! That's also where I'd expect to find that monument, because it's really close to a dead end. Perfect. I'm glad I came back. This is a good decision. This is, like, all of this imagery in the movie came from Silent Hill 2. Fall in! Can I get down there? Surely not. Okay. Okay, so that little alley is the way forward. Yeah, they've definitely rearranged things. Looking at something, what eye have you turned? Okay, and that's the accident here. Alright! Let's go down the reorganized alley and find out what all these poop smears are about. Ooh. That's no good. That's no good at all. Alright, let's get squished upon. Make your gooey noises at me. Oh shit, can I see it? You know, if you feel that strongly, why don't you just come busting through the gate? I don't see it. Oh! Look at his little combat stance. Oh, James. It's not up to you whether you get through this. It's up to me. And I'm not very good at melee. The lying figure was a little broad-shouldered for what I expected. I'm curious to see. Maybe it's just because it's a narrow alley with a fence, but it does remind me a little bit of the one from Silent Hill 1. Where you find the dude flayed at the end of it. Neat. So I can go in there. Yeah, that's the only place I can go. There is a similar alley down a bunch of garages that I wonder if it's going to reappear. Yeah, James. I don't care how old you are. Some things must be done. Neat. Those walls remind me of not only the hole behind... That's cool, you can see the save point through it. They remind me of the hole behind the clock in the apartment building. They also remind me of those... They didn't have to be dumb, but they ended up being dumb. There's these walls in Silent Hill Homecoming that you, like, take your knife and just go... And you, like... They're, like, kind of fleshy, and you cut a hole in them, and they're kind of shaped like that once they open up. But that game's bad. Homecoming is a very bad game. This is all new. I do appreciate keeping with the tradition of no combat for a very long time. What is that? 7:45? I like this new high-pitched noise. Nine, 10, different times. Alright, give me the goods. Oh, health drink. For adults only. There will be a child. She cannot have it. I look forward to forgetting how to quick heal. Lighting effects are hard. Especially when end user turns down all your beautiful reflections. Old ass fridge. Love it. Old ass fridge. We get the radio here. Okay. Can I? No. There's my dodge. Oh, I thought the reflection off the bottle was... whatever. It doesn't matter. The reticle has ruined me already. That first scene is so iconic. The first combat scene. The decision not to have it is interesting. This is framed very similarly.
Stay back.
I don't know how to attack! No!
Is this what I saw in the fog? Whatever it is, it's not human.
The monsters don't look gross enough. I was worried about this, because, like, the feeling, at least in the original, is that you're going to get leprosy if you touch them. And maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just particular, but... like, the skin on this is just not diseased enough, if that makes sense. But they did keep the, feminine silhouette, which matters. Interesting. I do like, you know, you have old tech, old cars, that kind of thing. The set dressing that sells a time period. Hi, kitty. Here. Yeah. You're a sweet baby angel. Thank you, sweet baby angel. I might be, like, totally making this up, but something I'm remembering is that at least in the original, in, like, I think in the apartment buildings, there was maybe some graffiti of one of the, like, developers or designers' favorite bands or something. I wonder if the apartment buildings will be as dark. I see that little alien. Ugh! I wonder if this is, like, functionally an ampoule. Hold to use a syringe. Because you have, what do you have? You have health drinks, med packs, ampoules. I think the spray is something different. Not strictly healing. And I sure haven't seen any med packs, so maybe syringes take the place of those. Because I believe ampoules heal you for, like, all of your health. I wonder how much other glass. I wonder how often that will come up. Presumably a lot. Interesting fade to black. I hadn't thought about this. You know what Mary's voice sounds like because she reads the letter at the beginning. Smart. This should also mean that monsters can just be, like, freely around now. You do not, as a rule, engage on the street. I don't know. What is this? What does it mean? This is the alley I was thinking of earlier with all the garages on one side. It's also kind of funny. Silent Hill 2 is one of the scariest games I've ever played, at least for me. But it's also, like, very... not comfortable, but... it has a special place in my heart, so when I, like, remember, like, see a thing that I'm like, look at this thing they did that's from the original game, it makes me happy. If they're keeping in tradition with the first game, with the original, then every male corpse will look like James. It'll just be like a modified version of James's character model. Bar Neely's. I was always gonna go to Neely's bar. That's also like a hell of a way to be like, you need to go there. You get eviscerated? Because I think he's normally... that must be what that is. He's normally down in that spot where it had the thing. There wouldn't be a fence in the way, and you just kind of come in here and he'd be up against that wall. Okay, so those must be references to like, hey, this is a location from the original game, but it's not here in the remake. It's been moved. Because he had like a... I want to say he either had like a bag on his head or he was slouched far enough forward that you couldn't see his face. Because that's the thing, all the James corpses, you of course cannot see their faces. Oh dear. If you're reading this, leave. This place is not what it seems. Sometimes you just have to look behind. Hang on. Flip. Run away. There's nothing behind me. Except... okay, they wanted to make sure I saw the corpse. Fun. That note is new. Look at his little bag. James doesn't have a little bag. Why don't you have a little bag, James? What? Think of all the shit you could carry with a little bag. Yeah, okay. I do want to get in there. Oh, God. I'm glad they kept the crawling one intact. That one scared the bejesus out of me the first time I played. It, like, comes out from under a car. It's very upsetting. Can't close this door either. Normally you, like, close this, and I think there's maybe one or two in here, but you take them out and this functions as a safe spot from then on, but not anymore. I wonder if this is actually from the perspective of the, I bet it is. I bet they just stick a little camera on there and let you look at this dumb fool. You don't scare me. Yeah, I do want to go back there. Because that should be the cafe that has... Yeah. Don't... Had it with your shit. Did that just leave a mark? Ah! Right, come here, fucker. Oh my god. I'm so used to holding the thing. Hang on, let's get scientific. It totally does! It puts scuff marks! Ho ho! Game changer. 10 out of 10. I want to broken windows this entire town. They won't know what hit them. I thought that said fuck rat. Oh, the cans. This is where we get that one puzzle, I think. Yeah! I don't need your permission. Spill the beans over an honest cup of coffee. Enjoy the moment, enjoy the memories. I don't know what that's for. Fuck your doors. Didn't know who he was fucking with. This frosted glass thing is a bit difficult. No! Because this is... I peeked in through there, I want to say? Yeah. So they specifically don't let you connect the two sides. Interesting. I wonder why. I don't want any quick travel, I guess. Oh, you better lighten this area up, because I don't have a flashlight. I'm also used to B being the flashlight. This is gonna take some getting used to. Not that you would ever. Oh. No! No! You shit out of my face! Hold still! Ah! Ooh! Phew. Alright. Got my mysterious coin. It's dark as shit. I can't see anything back here. I I want to say Neely's Bar has, yeah, I think that's where the Wreck-It puzzle is. I can't get back there, can I? Can I? Can't see for shit. Yeah, there's a back room that I just can't get to, I guess. Unless... Damn it! Can I really not? Maybe from the other side. Cafe. I like that. I like that little animation. Fuck your hatchback. I wonder if there's ever anything inside of a car that I would need to do this for. Cafe text. Yeah, well, fuck your shit. Yeah, that's the other side. Mental gin? Nothing's off limits. This town belongs to me. Give me that dirty reflection. Oh, later Haxord. I saw him again, or at least I think so. He says he didn't, but I don't know anymore. I'm tired. Can't find it. Doesn't matter. That scraping noise again. Scraping noise again. New note. Don't recognize it. New area. Interesting things are happening at the edge of the screen. It's fine. Black streaks. I mean, I don't think there's anything in here, though. There's no back area, there's no... Oh, I've heard there's all kinds of fun Easter eggs with the... I don't get the flashlight until the apartment buildings. I hear there's all kinds of fun Easter eggs with the paintings too, so I'll have to remember to actually pay attention to them, now that it's going to be a lot easier to actually see them. Haha! I was right to break the window! I heard you. I'm just not dealing with you right now. Oh no. Arsonist! That doesn't surprise me at all. Printers are an unkind technology. They were invented to waste time and cost money. In March of 1965, the town of Silent Hill was visited by the Maine Psychical Research Association. After thorough examination, a team of expert dowsers from the association concluded the area surrounding the now historic Wiltsey coal mine to be highly active. They also expressed their hopes for further research and exploration of the gorge. These hopes, however, were never fulfilled due to the location being restricted as a historic nature preserve, as declared by the Silent Hill Historical Society. That's an important society. Additionally, the idea was met with resistance from the local community, which claimed that the nature of the association's research would hinder tourist activity in the area. Questioning the credibility of our research and hiding behind day trippers seems like an excuse to prevent us from seeing what's really out there, commented one of the researchers. Unfortunately, none of the local representatives were available to comment on the matter. Editor's note: at the time of publishing, there exists no evidence supporting credibility of radiesthesia or proving effectiveness of any dowsing methods. Opinions expressed in the article do not reflect the author's views. New note, new area. So what is this actually saying? Highly active. Aren't dowsing rods for finding water, though? Maybe it's other stuff. I'm not sure. Historic Nature Preserve. It's interesting that the Silent Hill Historical Society is the one saying, no, you can't. If nothing else. Why you keep letting me open empty lockers, man? Nothing good in them. Look at that book. Like a sunset on the cover. There's like a whole puzzle in Little Nightmares around matching up books with each other, so I hear you. I hear you out there. I hear the slight static. I know I'm about to have to deal with something. The combat's a lot easier so far, which I think is a huge loss. Automatically getting out your weapon is... I'm kinda into that. I hear you. They're probably... Oh! Oh, I like that animation. That's fun. Oh! You piece of shit! And the bug? Hi, critter! Bye, critter! There is an entire mechanic. I can't believe there's a bug there. There's an entire mechanic in Silent Hill Downpour. Oh, he doesn't give a shit. I don't like the critter. But in Downpour, you can continue to damage enemies after they're dead, and if you choose to do so, it affects your ending. Like, you get a worse ending. If I think they call it overkill, but I might have made that up. Which is a neat idea. Like, unfortunately, Downpour is not a very good game. Like, it's better than Homecoming, but that's not saying much. Oh. Take care of your laundry, folks. But Downpour had some neat ideas. Yeah, you get punished for being a psychopath. Well, I mean, I think... Yeah, I think every Silent Hill game has multiple endings. Well, I mean, with the exception of PT, right? But... Oh, I thought it said wash away the sins of yesterday. Super strong, super clean. Wash away the stains of yesterday. New area, new poster. Lame. I deeply enjoy breaking glass. It's at least in video games, it's a sickness. Goodbye, Winder. No love lost. Oh, hey. Hang on. I can't get back here? You kidding me? They wouldn't put anything good back here if I wasn't allowed in. I keep trying to, like, press the joystick to run. It's no good. For some reason, run is left bumper. That path is extremely blocked, and I keep trying to get in. That's okay. Just a little loading bump for you there. Where do I need to go? Checking your map in the original pauses the game, since it's technically an extension of the menu. I very much get the impression that it doesn't here. Like, I kind of think I would be SOL if I pulled out my map with somebody right in front of me. I don't know if it does or not. I haven't messed with it yet, but it kind of feels like it won't, since it's, like, even more obviously diegetic. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. I feel fear. I feel more fear right now than I felt in the game thus far. Woo! Woo! Oh, that probably didn't feel good. Ow! I should have dodged that. No! Oh, I'm so hurt. I'm so hurt. Well, there goes my health drink. Oh, that's still not good enough. So, I closed the map. I kind of think if I hadn't, it might not have attacked, because it was right in front of me and had kept walking to the side. So I suspect it's possible enemies don't target you. Yeah, I suspect that maybe they don't target you while you have the map out. I don't know, I assume the syringe heals you for more, since you have to long press to use it, and I don't want to waste... I should have just, like, used the syringe instead of using the health drink. I don't want to waste a heal on this, but... this is also not good. Highly effective, yeah. That's the big heal item. Let's see if I can find another health drink soon. I like when we have different animations based on how hurt you are. I think that's a neat detail in games, generally. I'm gonna need to test this syringe, or this map situation more thoroughly. Yeah, they did that in... I mean, they do that in, like, tons of games, but I'm remembering that they did that in The Evil Within. Like, they gave you that little limp animation in that beginning bit. Ah! What? No! Stomp on it! Yeah, I like when there's different tiers to the damage animations, or the wounded animations. It also helps, if you're not going to have a HUD, having different animations based on how wounded you are is very helpful for conveying that information. In addition to just, like, being a neat detail generally. If there were, like, something for me to grab, right? Is there, like, a health drink right there on the shelf? Give me a pizza. I think it's kind of neat that I could hear the phone off the hook, too. Oh! Oh! Oh, no! Oh, no! Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stand right here for 1 minute. Hey Google. Timer, 1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute. Starting now.
If it doesn't kill me within a minute, we know that they don't target me while I've got the map out. Yeah. James is just like... While we wait for that timer to go off, how is you, arsonist? You started college, right? I'm doing alright. got Silent Hill 2 going. I'm replaying the original, and now I'm playing the remake, which I've been looking forward to, even with my reservations. I think they straight up... You've seen... No, you don't know. You're new to Silent Hill. You don't... Stop. Alright. They don't target you when you've got the map out. Okay. I mean, at this point in the game, you generally don't have any idea what's happening. The thing is just that I'm... Oh! Oh no! They do eventually get sick of your shit. Oh. I feel like that took a long time, though. No! It has a limit, and it's about 1 minute. That's interesting, because, like, okay. Based on the walk pattern, it should have just walked right back through there, so it seems like, yeah, you can... Okay. They do have arms. The deal with the lying figures is that they look like they're wearing a straitjacket, kind of. Except the straitjacket is their skin, so their arms are, like, up here under their skin. That's, like, the whole thing with their design. Yeah, you can open up the map to think for 1 minute. What do you want to bet it's 0 seconds when you're fighting? Yeah! Yeah, Zax, it is Force. That's what makes it so good. There are... The mannequins don't have arms. The nurses do. We will eventually encounter... Don't you love it? We will eventually encounter enemies with arms. Just remember, the lying figures were brought over unchanged into the Silent Hill movie. As they should be. Where am I right now? There's so many new things to see. It's taking me a long time to get through. Yeah, he still looks at things with his head. With his face. That man was here again. I told him he'd been warned not to come here. He acted like he didn't know what I was talking about. Anyway, he got up and left. He didn't make any sort of fuss, but there's something about him that gives me the creeps. When I look at his face, it's like I'm staring at a mask, and there's something underneath, waiting to get out. I don't want to be there when it happens. This entire series of notes is new. You like psychological horror games, is what I'm hearing. Memos. Investigate. Flip over. I keep forgetting to flip the notes over. Yeah, okay. Then the original Silent Hill 2. The original Silent Hill 2 is, in my opinion, the best psychological survival horror game ever made. And you can find a very good Let's Play of it if you look up Two Best Friends Play Silent Hill 2. Especially since coming by a copy of it for the PS2 is basically impossible. I mean, I would also love to eventually stream the original Silent Hill 2. It's just that I'm going to have to purchase and decipher some equipment, since it'll have to be streamed from the PS2. I have to make sure I'm paying attention, since you have to explore everything thoroughly to have a good time. I have to make sure I stay on top of where I am. You've only seen a PS3, a PS2 you've never encountered. So, if you have any stores that sell older equipment, it's considered vintage at this point. There's some stores near me that sell vintage equipment, and I was able to pick up a slim PS2 for remarkably cheap, considering, from one of those stores. It's the slim PS2... Oh, you should have. Oh, it would have been so good. Okay, here's the thing. If you're gonna get a PS3, you want to get a fat PS3, like they're literally just these big chunky beasts, because the fat PS3s have a PS2 inside of them. That is, or at least they have like the CPU, which means that you can play PS2 games not through emulation, but through having the actual hardware in your PS3. So a fat PS3 is high value. Yeah, it's high value if you are looking to play PS2 and PS3 games. The only thing is, I mean, double check this yourself, but what I'm remembering is that fat PS3s specifically tend to break more easily than a slim PS3. Mine in particular was having major issues. I actually just gave it to a friend because not only was I not using it because it was on its way to dying, but you know, I have the slim PS2 now. I don't really need it. I didn't really care about PS3 exclusives. And my friend says they're going to fix it, and I hope they do, because it's a mostly serviceable fat PS3. And I know for a fact that the PS2 inside of it works, because I was using it to play Silent Hill 2 originally. Alright, so like the number one thing about street encounters is that you don't gotta. The problem is that the combat makes me think, might as well, because it's so much easier. Ah! About had it with you! No! 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 Stunlock! 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 No! I need to learn to dodge when that happens. I'm not used to having a dodge. I like his stompy noises. It's like where, I used the syringe earlier. It's the same, it's like in Dead Space 2, when you're like stomping, it goes like, ah, motherfucker! But it's like the opposite of that, because James is not a badass. Oh, Jesus. I don't want to fight everybody on the street. You're not supposed to do that. It's no good. Alright, they've explicitly stated that you can break windows to get at pickups, so now I know for a fact. Oh! Oh, give me that! Okay, okay! Oh! Stop! It's a new sound. For enemies close. Yeah, ammo for a handgun I don't have. You don't pick up the handgun until the apartment complex. I mean, you know, unless they give it to me sooner. Ah, that does mean I can do this without immediately getting targeted. I'm glad we did the full 1-minute experiment. That's important to know. Oh, it's the bugs! I was trying to figure out why I was hearing... I'm not used to seeing the bugs in the town, so I don't think about it. I think the first time I see the bugs in the original is like... There's basically 4 major sections of the original game, and I want to see you first see the bugs in like the 3rd of 4 sections. So I'm like, it's very strange to me to see them out here. I think they actually go into that in one of the games. I don't remember which one. I hope I'm not mixing this up with something else, but what I'm remembering is that it's like some kind of herbal tea concoction that heals you. I mean, the original game was Japanese development team, so help needed. Alright, I gotta find a save station. Oh, this door! Oh, they kept it completely intact. The door that wakes in darkness, opening into nightmares. This is just like a pixel perfect recreation of the door for the original. I believe this door is locked right now. It'll open later. There's, yeah, Zax, there's candy in there. There's a big old lozenge that heals your wounds. I hear you. What? Okay. Vans better not be impervious. This is probably that one record puzzle. One of the new puzzles. He only has anger issues because I'm the one piloting him. There are regular folks in this world. What? Whoa! No! Ah! Okay. We gotta take care of this! No! Stun lock. It's funny you'd say that. There's this bit in a later section of the game where there's a thing in a cage that you can target as though it is an enemy, but it never harms you. And in the Two Best Friends Let's Play of the game, the guy who's playing the game, I can't remember if it's Pat or Matt, but he targets, shoots, and kills that thing, and he says it doesn't affect your ending, it doesn't affect anything in the game, it's just that he knows that in his game, his James killed it. I think about that. I think about that a lot. Face the music. Ooh. Find the melody of your dreams and kick up your heels. I'm not going to be able to get into it for a while, but a majority, if not the entirety of the posters thus far have had at least one line in them that's like, you're a piece of shit, kind of. A funny shopping cart thing. What's the funny shopping cart thing? This entire section is new as well. There was no record store before. I don't know why sometimes it's Y to read the thing and other times it's not. Maybe it's the difference between, like, notes that go into your journal and... You're talking about the thing, the shopping cart as a measure of, like, your moral fiber, basically. You don't have to return it, you're not going to get into trouble if you don't, and it costs you nothing to return it. Do you return it? It's like the ultimate test of whether... Yeah, I saw that not too long ago, and I love it. I love that. Do you return the shopping cart? Even though you don't have to, you won't be punished. There will be no consequences to you if you don't, but it's no effort to you to do it. I return my shopping carts. The janitor came in the other day, drunken in tears, had half a record with him, kept yelling we gotta fix it somehow. I was willing to do it just to shut him up, so I got up to get the glue from the cabinet, but then he realized he only had the one half, so he ran out. Can't do much about the record. Maybe ask around at Neely's next time you're there. Might be one of theirs. The thing about all of the notes in the game, I'm gonna have to find, like, a better way to not constantly say in the original. You don't get reward, it's not hard, you will not get punished, you could do anything. It's only if you do the right thing for the sake of doing the right thing. Doing it because you know, like, somebody else's job is going to be easier because of it. You know, like, a parking spot's not going to be blocked, a shopping cart's not going to be missing, the grocery store worker is not going to have to come retrieve it later. Everything will just be where it's supposed to be. And then you have places like, what is it, Aldi's, where there is a cost to you because you have to take a quarter to get the shopping cart. That's probably right. Tumblr sounds right. If it's not Tumblr, it's Twitter, right? Oh, but the thing about the notes in the original is that they are as much about puzzles a lot of the time as they are about, of course, just adding flavor to the world. And so one of the things I'm curious about, especially with all these new notes, is what new flavor they're adding. So, like, what is this janitor character adding to the world, to the story, to the atmosphere, that kind of thing. So far, I don't know, but we do also have that sequence of other notes about some weird dude, face like a mask, who keeps showing up even though they don't want him there. I know, that's what I'm hoping to. I don't want it to be that, because, like, it doesn't need to be a shot-for-shot remake of Silent Hill 2. It just needs to follow the same principles to end up with a good game. Like, that's what I'm really looking for. So, like, I hope there's a reason. I wonder if this is, like, a real album cover. Because if it is, it would be Afraid to Be Great. It's a fairly distinctive art. I think it would be highly recognizable, but... Give me that. That sure is glue. The Long Way. The Long Way Home? The thing about... You would like a long series of notes of different people making its own kind of sub-story that crashes into our own. So there are going to be 4 other characters with dialogue whose stories intersect with ours. Any of the notes that we find would not typically be about any of those characters. It would just be about something in the world. It's like, for instance, it's kind of funny. There's a note later on in the apartment buildings about a Walter Sullivan who killed a couple of children and then killed himself. And one of the things that happens in the Silent Hill games after Silent Hill 2, because Silent Hill 2 had a lot of notes with, like, especially notes that specifically called out names. In later Silent Hill games, they tended to draw on those names for characters. So the Walter Sullivan character who killed a couple of children is the main antagonist in Silent Hill 4, The Room. Which also kind of gets into a silly thing where, like the superintendent of the apartment building that Henry Townsend, the main character of Silent Hill 4, lives in, is, like, James Sunderland's dad or something, which is... I mean, it's, like, fun, but it's also kind of, like, not everything needs to tie in like that. Like, you can make up new things, but... I don't know. I have a lot of Silent Hill facts rattling around, and I expect a lot of them to fall out while I'm playing this. Yeah, not everything needs to be connected. Whew. Music can bring you back to those wonderful moments you thought lost. These posters are definitely tying in. But can't really get into how. Alrighty then. Not the shortcut we needed, but the shortcut we deserved. I make my own way. They could. Admittedly, you don't know what they're getting at, right? I do, because I know the whole story, even if they change details. Right. Yeah. That's actually... I feel like I should play the whole thing on stream, because getting an outsider's perspective on the game is a fun idea to me. I'm too deep in. I know what everything is. Fuck your shit. Not missing anything, I think. I think I got everything. If you're thorough the first time, you don't have to backtrack. That's the main thing. That is the door that awakens in darkness, opening into nightmares. The door that wakes in darkness. Yeah, I've done that. I've done that for some movies too, which is, I mean, like, Laser's still heartbroken that I already basically knew the deal with the Flood in Halo. But, like, I also kind of assumed that I would never play a Halo game. Ah, I was gonna try to hit one of those yard chimes. Wind chimes, that's what they're called. I guess I do actually like not having to press a button to see if a door is unlocked. It's a little bit more seamless, which is nice. Give me that hat! Can you imagine? I want to put James in that hat. He would look dashing. Come on, James. The thing you need is a little bit of fashion. Oh, yeah. I did the same thing, and I ended up playing Doki Doki Literature Club anyway, but I don't know if it would have hit harder if I hadn't known, because I kind of fucking hate dating sims. So, like, if I hadn't known that it was gonna get real, I don't think I would have even bothered. Ooh, I do like that emerging from the fog. That's nice. God, it looked like he dropped the stick. Ooh. I don't have to do this. I don't have to fight this. God, you turn fast. Are there like 100? What is happening? Ah! Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god! How did this happen? What the shit? No, let me in! I need to get out of here! What happened? There's only like 2 of them. I don't know, it sounds like there's 5 more. No, 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 no! Yes, there's a 3rd! I'm gonna fucking lose it. Why is this happening? That's the way I came from. Shit! Oh god. Okay, I need to turn right. Ah! Ah! Oh my god, I think I hear another one. I do hear another one! Okay, so I mean, like, 6 would not be an unusual number for the streets. It's just that... I don't know. I feel like they're harder to avoid now. Like, they walk faster or something. Yeah, I saw the crawling one. Oh! A save spot. Leave me alone! None of the doors shut, so nowhere's ever really safe. What do I have? Okay. I mean, I would love to stop eating up all my health drinks, but what can you do? Okay, I'm gonna clear out this area, save, and then I gotta be done for the night. I don't know what got into him. He just started smashing the thing. Had to throw him out. He ran off, crying. He cried he'd fix everything. I gathered up what I could. Still haven't found one of the buttons. Half the record is still lodged inside, but the other part's missing. Figure he must have taken it. Come to think of it, he did run towards Groovy. Anyway, maybe go check on him? See if he's alright. He lives over at Saul by the pharmacy. Apartment 9. Saul by the pharmacy. I mean, that's gotta be the janitor, right? Where's the pharmacy? Saul by the pharmacy, apartment 9. So it looks like we are going to... Because the Blue Creek apartments, the Woodside and Blue Creek apartments are like... You wander around the town, you get into those, that's like a whole thing. And then you go out through Rosewater Park, and then... Does it show me the next? I don't have the next map. And then you've got... You wander around the town some more. And then you go to the hospital. Come back out, wander around a bit more. And then other things that I will not talk about. So. Saul Street Apartments is new, though, to my recollection. Ah! This is it. This is my favorite thing from the original. Neely's bar was much smaller in the original, so, like, the wall was basically right here, and it was much darker, so it had, like, kind of a different feel, actually, when it was this teeny tiny space. And it just said there was a hole here. It's gone now. But it's just... I love it. It's so ominous. I love it. And there's a theory, I've not looked into whether or not it's true, but there's a theory, one of the big things, the big mechanics in Silent Hill 4, so Henry Townsend is, like, stuck in his apartment. He gets locked in, nobody can hear him begging for help. And it's basically, like, his apartment is, like, displaced from reality, and I think kind of, like, caught in Silent Hill. It's a whole thing. It's an interesting idea that I think doesn't really pan out, but, it's not a single location game. You do actually go out to the town and to various other places. And the way that you do it is that these massive holes keep appearing in various rooms of your apartment, and you go through them. And so one of the theories is that that's a reference to this. There was a hole here, it's gone now. I don't know if it's true, but... It's one of those things. One of those things people say, you know? I'm assuming it won't let me break the newspaper window. Okay, good. If it were possible to break the window with the whole message, that would be sacrilege. This is gonna be the record puzzle. I don't know. It just is. It's part of what makes it spooky, I think. There was a hole here. It's gone now. Alright. I mean, if you figure out what it means, you'd probably be the first. I think it's just spooky. But if you come up with something, I would certainly be interested in hearing it. Combine. This is also such a relic from the first game, combining items in your inventory like that. The only song... Long Way Home. I think it's called A Long Way Home. There's one I know that's by The Birthday Massacre. You know this one? What kind of song is it? I don't know it at all. You just need to move. There you go. And put that down. Put that back. And then I don't know what. Ah! That. Maybe it'll play it. And I already have the coin because I'm the best! Oh god, does it matter? Can I play any of them? Okay, this would be selecting... Hang on. I want to make sure. Ah! Only one of them has a record in it. I see. No items. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to find the button. Fine. Yeah, no record. No button. Not gonna do, not gonna do. And the one that we actually want is this one anyway. I mean, we're going to have to play that one to progress, it seems like. So I'm just going to have to find the button. It will be somewhere. Hopefully in the bar, but I guess it could be in Mr. Janitor's apartment. And then we have to come back because of that. Interesting. Neely's bar didn't have hardly anything going on with it in the original, so. Alright. I don't want to play this like all the time. It's okay. I'll play the original one instead. I was like super stuck. Where was I? It was in like the third of 4 major sections in the original, and I was just like super stuck. But not anymore. It's fine. I had to turn on ×3 bullet. One of the New Game Plus things you get is that you can triple your bullet pickups, so anytime you pick up 1 thing of ammo, you get 3. And I had to enable that. Still only helps you if you actually pick up ammo. Did eventually find some ammo, got through that section. So I was starting to think, like, maybe I don't like Silent Hill 2. Maybe once I turn the difficulty up to normal, it's not a game that I can play. But it turns out it's fine. I just need to stop being bad. Okay! That's it for me tonight. God, I'm gonna want to play this. I'm gonna want to play this all the time, but I think I should save it for the stream, so. We'll see. We'll see what I figure out. Peace.